Imagine the shock of seeing a former head of state, once wielding immense power, now facing the cold reality of a courtroom conviction. Nicolas Sarkozy, the ex-president of France, has just been found guilty of criminal conspiracy linked to shady dealings with millions of euros from Libya's late dictator, Muammar Gaddafi. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this a fair reckoning for alleged corruption, or is it a politically driven vendetta aimed at tarnishing a once influential leader? Stick around, because the details reveal a web of intrigue that could make you question the line between politics and justice. Let's break this down step by step, so even if you're new to international scandals, you can follow along easily. Sarkozy, who led France from 2007 to 2012, was convicted in a Paris court for conspiring to accept illicit funds, essentially plotting with others to receive money that wasn't legally his, from Gaddafi, the eccentric Libyan ruler, known for his flamboyant style and iron-fisted control over his country until his downfall in 2011. To clarify, criminal conspiracy here means agreeing with accomplices to commit a crime, in this case, funneling money that could have been seen as bribes or payoffs. The court cleared him of other serious accusations, like passive corruption, where someone accepts bribes without actively seeking them, and illegally financing his 2007 presidential campaign. Sarkozy insists the whole case is motivated by politics, a claim that adds fuel to debates about whether justice systems can ever be truly impartial when high-profile figures are involved. The allegations paint a picture of a quid pro quo arrangement. Prosecutors say Sarkozy used the Gaddafi funds to bankroll his 2007 election bid, and in return, he supposedly pledged to improve Gaddafi's image in the West, where the Libyan leader was often viewed as a pariah, a social outcast, due to his regime's human rights abuses and support for terrorism. Gaddafi, for context, was a polarizing figure who ruled Libya for over 40 years, amassing wealth through oil revenues while facing international sanctions. This isn't just ancient history. The probe kicked off in 2013, spurred by accusations from Saif al-Islam Gaddafi, the dictator's son, who claimed his father had handed over millions to Sarkozy for campaign support. Then, in 2014, Lebanese businessman Ziad Takieddine, who acted as a go-between for French interests in the Middle East, provided evidence suggesting Sarkozy's campaign was abundantly funded by Tripoli, with 50 million euros, about 43 million pounds at the time, flowing in, and the payments allegedly continuing even after Sarkozy took office. And this is the part most people miss. Such claims highlight how foreign money could influence democratic elections, raising eyebrows about transparency in global politics. The drama doesn't stop there. Sarkozy's wife, the Italian-born former supermodel and singer Carla Bruni-Sarkozy, faced charges last year for allegedly concealing evidence related to the Gaddafi affair and collaborating in fraudulent activities. She denies all of it, of course. Since losing his bid for re-election in 2012, Sarkozy has been entangled in multiple legal battles, underscoring a pattern that some see as relentless scrutiny. For instance, he appealed a February 2024 verdict, convicting him of exceeding spending limits on his 2012 campaign and then hiring a PR firm to hide it, resulting in a 1-year sentence with 6 months suspended. Back in 2021, he was found guilty of attempting to bribe a judge in 2014, marking him as the first ex-French president to receive a jail term. Recently, in December, an appeals court allowed him to serve that time under house arrest with an electronic tag instead of behind bars, a decision that sparked its own debates about leniency for the elite. Now here's where opinions diverge wildly. Was Sarkozy a victim of selective prosecution, targeted because of his conservative policies and outspoken views? Or did he cross ethical lines that demanded accountability? Some argue that accepting funds from a dictator like Gaddafi undermines democracy itself, potentially compromising national interests for personal gain. Others counter that in the murky world of international diplomacy, such dealings aren't uncommon, and this conviction might be a tool for political opponents. What do you think? Does this verdict uphold justice? Or is it an example of how power can be weaponized against former leaders? Share your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear if you agree, disagree, or have a different angle on this tangled tale of power, money, and morality.